Alright, good evening. It's time to continue playing The Last Door Collector's Edition. Let's hit continue. Alright. Mold covers the wood stacked in this shed. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. Interesting. Alright, what do we got here? The door is locked. You can't even move it. Will some gloves help? Nope, obviously not. Got a lamp. Nope. Tickets. Yeah, that's the ticket to see the four witnesses. Lamps on. Close. All pair of gloves. Oh, you can only turn the lamp on. You can't turn it off. That's interesting. Okay, kind of looks like we can't go here yet. I think I see something on the other side of that window, but from here I can't distinguish what it is. An old bottle of St. Emilion Grand Cru is covered with dust. Let's head up the stairs. What do we got here? A bright meadow. The picture has faded to a dull color. Somebody's laughing. Let's go see what's going on. There's a ladder going up, I see that. Okay. Okay, so it's coming from here. Let's just go in. The doorknob is missing. There's definitely laughter coming from in there. A portrait of a middle-aged man. He seems troubled. The man in the picture has quite a hypnotic gaze. Can we go in there? We sure can. Who's this? No! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Ooh. Middle C up to A, measure. G up to C, tied, F, second, violin, bar 2, middle C up to A, double note, E, G, C. No! This was supposed to be our masterpiece. Viola C, up an octave, and then up to G. What? Who do you think you are? Are you blind, man? Can't you see that I'm creating the angel's voice? The work! C to A, an octave higher. A fragile voice flutters around the strophe. No! Hands swallow you, laugh at you. I lost it again. Are you alright, sir? I don't think so. My inspiration, too, is lost. Quite lost in the fog. The notes moan. Just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne. The best soloist that a composer could have. The voice of an angel. What made my music possible? She ran off with that scallywag Fred and his other friends. She would stand there by the window. The wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair. Her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. Weird, man. I love that. Weird, man. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness, it just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice, it came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. The mausoleum outside the house, is that where Daphne is buried? That's right. I have visited her many nights, and have even slept beside her on the cold, wet stone floor. I am following a man, though come to think of it, maybe he is following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man, too, among my notes. What? Among your notes? I feel him close to me at times. Please, I need to get out of this place. You asked me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music, just music, remains beautiful, but it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now. Not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. The wallpaper is torn. Painting of a beautiful young lady with a peaceful expression. She looks like one of Raphael's angels. Would you like some gloves? Probably not. What's this? A tailor's mannequin. Why is it beside the window? That's a good question. Is this the window that was looking out the mausoleum? I'm going to assume so. What's this? Paper bound up in a roll. It seems to be a discarded musical score. Let's take it. Can we look at it? Okay, a rolled up score of music. There are so many deletions and corrections that it's impossible to read. So we can't ask about the random laughing coming from in here? Like... It's like, the Cesar Romero Joker is in there. Now my eyes focus in the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. Oh, that's weird. She appears not to hear or see from me from here. I will need to get closer if I am to explain myself. Do I have to? A portrait of a beautiful young dancer. My reflection stares back at me through the grime. An old wardrobe. Alright, let's go to Narnia. The wardrobe is locked. Oh, okay. There is something amongst the embers. I can't put my hand in it or I'll burn myself. That's okay. Let's just read the letter first. March 8th, 1843. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he said, over and over. March 21st, 1843. Father got really mad at me and he started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more, he's obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. April 3rd, 1843. Am I not the one who earns the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come over from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name! The dolls for sale at the theater entrance, they have my likeness, my dress, my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions. April 21st, 1843. One more song. Yes, one more. A last song for you, Papa. That sounds ominous. No, I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Well, I want to get out of this place. I didn't mean to click that one, but that flows really well. I want to play. Well, I want to get out of here. Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog, there are no faces. What? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Ah, don't you recognize me? No, madam, I'm afraid I do not. I'm very sorry. Just be honest. No, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I'm the great little Caddy. Singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well-dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. Getting Gabriel Knight flashbacks here. What can you tell me about snakes? No, Father. I have been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I have behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Oh no, we're going to play hide and seek, aren't we? Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. I knew it. Let's do it. Well, how do I do it? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? What? One, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh no, this looks familiar. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh, yeah. What the blazes just happened? My head, it's pounding. And where did she go? So, she killed her father, I'm gonna assume? The pile of things on the floor after Caddy's disappearance. There's a mask! Oh no. Oh no. That's not nice. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look, underneath the mask, a photograph. Yeah, that's probably her. It has a note. Little Caddy show. There is a girl lit up by spotlight in a music hall singing to live piano. Okay. Can we burn the mask? No. Oh, can we use the gloves to get the... There we go. It's a spherical piece of metal. A doorknob? Oh, we can go check on the Laughing Boy. Mask doesn't happen to open that, does it? Nah, that wouldn't make any sense. But we are playing a quasi-adventure game, so we have to suspend disbelief. Attic. Yep. Last time we came up into an attic, it wasn't good. This cage must have housed a huge bird. Only a feather remains. We'll take it. I can't reach it. Why can't we reach it? That looks like perfectly reasonable to reach. The piano is so dusty, I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. Something is preventing one of the keys from depressing. Ooh. There was a key hidden under a key! Imagine that. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. What about... Can we use the score with that to play it? No. We'll get that feather in a minute. Am I conspicuously avoiding going in the chuckling door? Sort of. There we go. There's an elegant scarlet party dress inside. Alright. Oh, I gotta put it in the mannequin. That's my assumption, at least. We'll see. Uh-oh. So, yeah, there we go. Notes, FED, pulled constantly down. Okay, so that... Okay, yeah, he said the same thing. So, the mask, I think, is what we gotta put on there, but it's broken. Yeah, repair the mask. It'll fall off in this state. Gotta repair it first. There we go. Doorknob. Wooden blanks are blocking the windows. I can only see part of the outdoors. Well, alright. No, enough preamble. The laughter is coming from behind the curtain. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. Wait, it's an it's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly as though of human hair. The record of scratches repeating on loop. So it's just a laughter? That's weird. Okay. A big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognize my face. Alright, we have a wig. We need to repair the mask somehow. Anything else in here? Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. Yep. We just need a face. This is a weird sentence. Sitter is a strikingly beautiful young woman. Her features are sharp and aristocratic. A bright meadow faded to a dull color. The portrait of a gentleman with a distant look seems vaguely familiar. So how might we repair the mask? I don't know if out here is going to help us. Broken mask. Put some booze on it? No. So, moldy wood. Well, stump. The resin is thick and sticky. I can't just pick it up with my hands. Ooh, resin. Interesting. Can we use the score? Ooh, paper's too thin. The ticket. The lamp. So I need something to collect some sticky resin. That is the window that I'm assuming our musician is in. See, those are just the letters. Yeah. Already been in here, seen all that. How do I get that? Here's the score. If I blow through the roll, maybe I could manage to make the feather fly. Well, what do you know? I got it. It's a big black feather with some gray spots in the base. Alright, can we use the feather to soak up the resin? We did. I managed to coat the feather with resin. Alright, let's apply it to the mask. I've stuck the pieces together with the resin. This face, it reminds me of a girl from one of the paintings. Alright, let's go put it on the lady upstairs, I guess. Fixed mask, there we go. Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you the ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter because you are with me again, and now I know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please, take my violin. Now that I've completed my work, I no longer have use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. So the angel of the music and the key will guide me. I must go. Alright. Look for the Simurgh. Look for the Simurgh? Let's see, we have the strings are worn out by use. Yeah, a key made of dark metal. So this is like some sort of boarding house for obsessives? Music obsessives? Go. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt by those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. The sarcophagus is broken. Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? Oh. Can I put the violin in there? I was asked to leave the violin close to Daphne's heart, but she isn't here anymore. A trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? Well, let's go see. Bookshop, the great god Pan. Okay. I can't see anything through the dirty window panes. I'm gonna guess it's locked. It's locked. Okay. What was that? Maybe I can see something if I look into the key. Oh, don't look in the keyhole. No. Darkness there and nothing more. Oh no, it's an Edgar Allan Poe reference. Oh! Yeah. Quoth the Raven, nevermore. Yep. What about this? Oh, where does this... Oh, this leads over here. Cool. So this is all interconnected. Okay, what have we got? With the help of River, the Naiad Daphne hid from sun and the shadowy mist. She changed her skin for strong bark, so her heart was forever concealed, her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. Books with unpronounceable names and dead languages. Myths and legends this time. Norse tales. Greek, ancient, Sumerian. Others that I don't recognize. Some of these scripts I've never seen. Ooh. Oh, who's this? Sitting in the dark. I beg your pardon, sir, if I have startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? That would be my first question. What are you doing here sitting in the dark? Why, I am reading these marvelous books. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? That is the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page, the words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness. Are you the owner of this bookshop? Oh, goodness no. The bookshop doesn't belong to anyone. Not since I found it here. I am just a guest, an explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He's red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why do you ask? How about more... Yeah, that's more to the point. Could you tell me which books this man perused? Let me think. Ah, yes, I recall him looking at Unexplored Places of the Empire, an excellent tome. Very revealing and very rare. This bookshop is very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I'm not sure what it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. Pardon the interruption, sir. I'll leave you to your reading. Well, let's see if we can find the book that he spoke of. What's that? Alright, painting of an oil factory. I guess someone was really attached to the place. Didn't we hear that in the sewers? Lies on the floor. Its spine reads, Unexplored Places of the Empire. A page has been marked. Let's take it. The Place of the Eternal Fog, also known as Zai La. It is a unique bay in the east of Baleshwar, near the jungles of Bengala. It is surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely visited. What? Is that a tree? It is a tree. A surprisingly lush vegetation covers the place. I don't recognize the species these plants belong to. Me either. Let's go back up for a second. What's that? The remains of a coffin. It looks like it was burst from the inside. Is that Daphne's coffin? How about that? Something. What in the world? Okay, coffin burst from the inside. Got it. On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Zyla. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies its title. The Search for Simurgh. That's what that guy told me. Simurgh. Okay. What's that up there? I see something caught in the branches. It appears to be a page torn from the book below. Well, we gotta get it. Alright, throw the lamp at the tree. Man. I just keep thinking of Alone in the Dark, the original one. Alright, I guess we're down here. Alright, yep, lush vegetation. Got it, Chief. A cracked wall, a long green vine has grown through it. That singing's still going. There was a note partially obscured by mud. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling. I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. Is that a reference to the rats in the walls? H.P. Lovecraft? Pile of ragged clothes, caked with mud and full of holes. Oh, this is the basement area we were at before, I think. The dead roots of a once great tree, yep. The cracked... Can I put the violin in here? There you go. The violin has disappeared amongst the roots, as if swallowed up. The trunk seems to be expanding. That noise came from above. And the singing stopped, too. The tree has grown! It's quite a tree. Some of the branches have crashed through the window and into the street. Oh, it's daylight out? Alright, did the page fall down? The window has been broken by the tree's branches and its sudden growth. Intense rays of light stream into the workshop. Oh, I'm assuming then the book that we're looking for went outside. Right, yeah, we got that. No, the page from the book, rather. Let's talk to the reader here. Let's ask him that one. I see him sometimes, but he steps away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he's guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. Oh yeah, then this automatically does that. Unexplored places. Yep. Well, let's go outside the bookshop to see what this might have done. Maybe over here? Aha. No. Where might this tree blowing out have occurred? Over here? No, that's the mausoleum. The walls of the mausoleum are crumbled with age. Still seems like it's a night out. Aha! That's what happened. The branches twist and twine all over the brick wall. They have a strange viscosity of subtly pulsing. That's not good. The paper sheet captured in the branches is now within my reach. Take it. On the page is a strange poem. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds. They wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. They found their silence. Their quest was complete. Huh. That seems important. Oh no, there he is. Follow him. There he goes. Alright, are we going through a maze now? Can we use the lamp? What's this? I got lost in the fog. If I make my way through, I will need to reorient myself somehow. Wait a minute. First in the wind, lost were the birds, they wept. Ah! So don't go where you hear the birds. Go where you hear ocean sounds. And then go when you find silence? I'm assuming. Alright, let's go. Oh, I see. There's ocean. Alright, flew to the sea. Oh no. By flew to the sea, I assumed that meant you had to go to the sea, but maybe you just go where there's silence. Let's try it again. So we don't go there. What is that? There? Nope. Okay. So... First into the wind. First into the wind. So we have to go... Wind, birds, sea, and silence? Wind, birds, sea, and silence. Let's try that. I have to say, this is a very effective area. I like this. Is this wind? Yes. Wind. Then we need birds. That is just clear weird, whatever that is. Really weird. Birds. Yep. And then sea. Is this Stonehenge or something? What in the world? There we go. Sea. And then we're looking for silence. gotta look carefully then for silence, I think. Because I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing silence. I'm hearing too much is the problem. That's crickets. That's still noise. Alright, silence. Did that do it? Yep, I think we made it. There he is. Oh, what? Did he just, like, teleport? Like a wizard? Like some kind of Harry Potter wizard? Your ticket, please. Yeah, here's a lamp. Fine. Thank you. Please come in. Well, wait. Can I talk to him? Can't. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, what? That's a statue of Devitt. Why are there people in this theater? What is going on? Can I just, like, sit here and watch the show? I would prefer to do that. I don't really want to go any further. Can I just throw the lamp? That would help. Nope. Okay. Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance. You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexander. What is all this about? What do you want from me? From you? Nothing, dear Jeremiah. It is you who came here searching for answers. It is the same as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? True science, true philosophy, true religion. I did it for the sake of weird science myself. Let's say true philosophy. Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We had been alone until now. How did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again. But we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we have crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Oh. This belongs to you. Can I not take it? Maybe? Help! I guess I gotta take it, okay. Okay. Dearest Herr Dr. Wakefield, if you're reading this, then you have followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed-upon address. Good. I apologize that I cannot accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I have determined that your patient, Devitt, is in serious trouble. I will contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. The adventure continues in episode 4. Wow! 1,471 backers. That's not bad. Alright, well, that was quite a cliffhanger, wasn't it? Here we go, episode 4, Ancient Shadows. Previously, on The Last Door. After escaping from his burial, Devitt finds himself in a cellar of London's darkest slum, the Old Nickel Rookery. In his pocket, he has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. Devitt walks through the misty streets following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of the Simurgh, the king of birds. Following its trail through a dreamlike land of fog, Devitt finally meets Alexander, a member of the secret group Devitt and his friends had at school. Alexander welcomes Devitt and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There is no turning back. What? I have made my mind. Oh, I'm playing as Alexander? I'm ready. Go on, do it. Do it! Do it! What was that? I don't think it was good, whatever it was. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long-distant eras. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world. As if it were the curtain of a theater, the veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place, Devitt. A place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. Whoa. You must find the door, as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it and we will walk together beyond the mist. I suppose you are wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it. Your letter was truly mysterious. I have been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Why, yes. The tragic event has been continued subject of speculation and grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God! Are you telling me he's dead? Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I didn't mean to give this impression. Herr Devitt was attacked, but survived. What happened to him, then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr Devitt in the midst of the act, and he tried to do the same thing to Devitt that he had done to the others. So what, did he, like, kill everybody in that place? Wow. Or did they just discover the whole pit full of bodies? Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr Devitt was hospitalized. Wait. But how did he end up in London, then? In a coffin. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was Devitt doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. We can assume that Herr Devitt was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I suspect you did not find Mr. Devitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all of these circumstances? I have some theories, but I prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr Devitt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. Wait. So was he found in the coffin after the events of the previous episode? Or what? I'm very confused about the timeline here. Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. Okay. I'm sure this is the place. Alexander's house must be just ahead. Devitt, I want to tell you something, man. I think you're headed toward a bad end here. You don't pull the veil back further in a story like this. The ancient castle of Pevensey rests in the distance. Wasn't Pevensey the name of the kids in Chronicles of Narnia? Or am I wrong? I don't know. It was a garrison first built by the Romans, but was abandoned and has been a ruin ever since. There was a large iron bar latching the door. Okay. It's latched. Can't open it. Okay. Well, geez, man. Why do you invite me to your house and then not let me get in? House lights are on. Someone must be home. This is going to turn into House Party, isn't it? Like, this whole... if this game had a dog ending, it'd be like that. You know? You gotta open that up and he's like, what's going on, dude? You know, there's just birds up here and stuff. No one is answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit. We've come full circle. We started this in a creepy mansion, and we're going to end this in a creepy mansion. Let's do it. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach at my intrusion. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. Yeah, let's go upstairs. Why not? A silhouette of a man. It bears a strong resemblance to Alexander. Silhouette of a woman. Gonna assume that's Alexander's wife, and that he has a wife. Who's that? Portrait of an old man, maybe a ship captain. It looks like he's trying to guard this chest with his stern glare. A huge chest made of oak wood. There's a large hook inside. I'll take it. There was a fragment of a diary under the hook. Why? August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures, I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it is not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone, their frozen paroxysms. With what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An eternal movement, attention, an impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I might place them outdoors in the greenhouse and let the mold devour them, and wasps make nests of their hollow hearts. Woof. Rough. Oh, picture of an angel with a gentle face. A bust with a face turned around. Why? Angel with a gentle face. His blood runs cold. His memory had just been soiled. The shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movements of Shadows, Preserving the Mind and Lessons Beyond Nature. This seems like an invoice. Yep. That's something. May this document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work. The cuckoo clock mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. Really? That's kind of weird. It's a letter. Dear Alexander, I have excellent news. A contact from the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome. Wait a minute. Alexander? Alchemy? Is this like a reference to amnesia? Who knows? There is no doubt that sometimes mere contemplation takes the mind to places that otherwise it would never have visited. Leafing through the grimoire and marveling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method that I've decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has smiled upon us today. Videte ne quiesciat. June 8th, 1887. Oh, that's the motto of their group. So is this like the cult motto now? A large envelope of black felt, covered in dust and ashes. It is labeled with a warning, do not open it under white light. So then Devitt looks at it and goes, are you made of felt? And then he feels it, and he goes, well, you are now. I'm going to defeat the bird with dad jokes. Yep. Do not read under white light. So we need to go to a black light? Is there... did they have head shops in the 1800s? Oh, a dark room. Gotcha. Camera tripod. Pictures hanging from a cord. They look as if they were improperly developed. You can hardly distinguish it. It looks like some kind of red-tinted glass cover used to mask the lamp. It's completely shattered on the floor. A basin with a copper drain. A glass jar containing a yellow substance. The label reads cyanide. Fun. The image of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival? That's odd. Oh, I can pick that up. So some cyanide. Fun. It is a book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked and some articles are underlined. 3149. Collodion for photography. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which great value is attached, some supposing that to its particular composition belong the principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. To develop a positive image. This is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of the vitriol spirit solution and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. Cause of failure. They would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failures occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over-nice, careful, or cleanly, the best results always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formula, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again. So this is a puzzle we have here. An instrument whose workings are beyond my knowledge. Alright, let's look what we got over here in the sink. Basin with a copper drain. A lamp. If I take it now, I need to find another light source. Okay, so whatever was originally used has been broken. Well, we have a vague idea of what to do now. There he is, Alexander! Alexander, it's me, Devitt. I'm sorry if I startled you. Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt, maybe? Can you stand? He is staring blankly at some distant point, as if he has not heard my question at all. You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what's happening here? He gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I'd heard footsteps. Were they yours, or is there someone else in this house? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he is unresponsive. Alexander, please, say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand just what happened to him. He looks miles away. Okay. This cuckoo clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece. The bird. The face of the clock has been turned. Why? So wait, it says 11:15. The table holds nothing but a box with the description laudanum to be taken in case of anxiety. It is empty. Did he OD on laudanum? There's a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being, essentially. In vain do we waste our lives craving to tear through. It is Xylilathal, the curtain beyond which the great wings beat. Inside its ancient mist inhabit the shadow of those who left. Okay, well let's keep looking. There's more to look at in the house. It could be Pevensey Castle, but in this painting, the garrison is not in ruins. A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm. Can I drink it? It's almost time for tea. What is this? An oil lamp. Take it. It's a diary. The last thing written, the last pages... This is the last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. October 12th, 1887. It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupre has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which, it seems, he shall not return anytime soon. Since the accident, I patiently took care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure that all of the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? Wait a minute. How long has he been catatonic? October 13th, 1987. The clockmaker just left. He has done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupre is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he had so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore. It looks like a diary of the member of Alexander's household. What happened to them? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. A pantry with spices and ingredients. Just some old bottles. Unlock it. There we go. That goes to the outside, right? Yep. there's a cellar. There's a well. Oh, a grave. What? This looks like someone was buried here. We just had a flashback to the nuns taking him out of his grave. So how did he end up in a grave in London? And why was he talking to Alexander if he's been out for... Man, this is weird. I can't dig with my bare hand. Yes, you can. Ancient stone wall. A rope hangs below, disappearing into the darkness below. What's in there? The rope is broken. I'll keep this end. Got a rope. The rope was hanging inside the well. The bucket has dropped to the bottom. I don't think they'll be needing a well anytime soon. The cellar is locked. I'll need a key to open it. Use a hook. Nope. Can we do hook, rope? There we go. And then drop. See if we can get the bucket. There we go. Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass. A little brass bird. When shaken, it makes a noise as if there was something inside. Ah, we gotta get it in the cuckoo clock, then it's gonna open up, and then we can reach inside the mouth to get something out of it. Put it in there. The bird fits perfectly. The face of the clock has been turned. So we gotta get him to pop out. So they 6:15 in the afternoon. So can I wind the clock somehow? Let's see. Some titles include The Movement Shadows, Preserving the Mind, Lessons Beyond Nature. Yeah. Why didn't he want anything looking at him? Is this really Alexander who's talking to us? Or is it the bird pretending to be Alexander? That's what I'm wondering. Now the real question is, where do I go next? Fine painting of the local Roman structures. They somehow seem more ancient in this depiction. So clearly he had a wife at some point based on that picture. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach at my intrusion. Hey, don't judge me. You don't know me. You can't buy me, hot dog man. So, where is this mechanism that controls the... Yeah, house lights are on. Where is this mechanism that controls that? That's what I want to know. Look how I can... Oh! I have a light now. That might be helpful. Anything cool? Old ruins laid by the path. They seem to be Roman in style. Oh, there were pictures of the ruins. What? A dead... Ew, the corpse of a deer. Its abdomen torn open. It looks recently dead. What just happened? Is there anything important I can get from the deer? I guess not. Alright, how... So the next course of action is figuring out how to wind the clocks. So, let's see. Is there anything I can interact with? So I know the clock face was turned. Well, what's he staring at? I wish I knew that. I wish I could, like, open the curtains and have him look at something, but I guess not. Let's check real quick here. So that's... I keep hearing like a cuckoo clock, give the strokes 6:15 in the afternoon. Yeah, a device and switch has been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. Was it added on the cuckoo clock? I'm gonna assume yes. Okay, I got that. Because I keep hearing that sound of like something winding. I wish there was like something in particular I could manipulate. Lamp doesn't do anything, cyanide doesn't do anything, the envelope doesn't do anything. I'm missing something somewhere. You just gotta keep looking. Got teacups on the table. And that's just about the clockmaker making the adjustments. Cellar door is locked. Anything left in the bucket? No. Nothing in the tree. Yeah, we can't dig this up just yet. I am a bit stumped at what these fellows want me to do. Oh, door was latched on the outside. Really? How did I miss that? Well, I'm just darn silly. This pane looks as if it had been broken from the inside, and I hear something. I most definitely hear something. A jar of vitriol oil. It's a powerful acid. Take it. Statue of an angel covered in mold. It's glancing at me with a sad gesture. Yep. Is that all that's here? What is that? Is the angel statue moving? Let's see, statue of an angel with its wings spread, its head is missing. It's glancing at me. 'Cause, like... Yeah, that room's creepy. Very creepy. So we have vitriol, and we have... That was in the developing room. Can we extinguish the light now? Alright. Basin, vitriol. I need something to apply the liquid. I need to put the photographic plate in a suitable place to work. Well, we can open it now, can't we? How about we put it over here? Well, where is a suitable place to work then? Let's see. Is this a suitable place to work? Alright, let's do this again. 1 ounce of the vitriol, and then 5 or 6 drops of cyanide. Okay. Can I open it on this desk? He keeps saying he needs a place to open it. Let's see. The tag is opening. Okay. What about the light bulb? A glass bulb for electric lighting. This light bulb may be of some use yet. Where exactly? Is there somewhere dark that we need to light up? Picture of an angel facing a wall. Let's see, the kitchen. Just some old bottles. Well, what is it that we're looking for here? So those angels... I don't know. I don't recall any missing light bulbs or anything. There, it'd be nice if there was like some red paint or something we could cover it in, but I don't know where one would find something like that. Let's look outside again. Cellar door is still locked. Will the light bulb do anything? No. No vitriol. Vitriol is an acid. The hat is a good condition is to be destroyed. Oh, that's too bad. Kind of hoping for that to do something. Yeah, I know. Someone is home. Oh, okay. I see. I had to consult a walkthrough real quick, guys, just because I was a little bit stumped. Look, dead deer, right? Check this out. The bulb is covered in blood. So now we have a red bulb covered in blood. I don't know if this would actually work this way, but... Hang on, what just happened? Oh! The game crashed. Oh, sorry everybody, I think the game just crashed on me. Yep, it totally crashed. Okay. Well, let's fire this back up then. Well, I hope it saved our progress. The game is acting very strange right now. Hang on. Let me see what I can do about that. Let's give this another shot. I hope it, like, saved, auto-saved or something at some point. Continue. Oh, wonderful. Excellent. There we go. Alright. Light bulb, blood. And go back. There we go. It's a little concerning for a second there. Here we go. Alright, let's take this in. Alright. So, let's open this up. Inside the envelope there's a glass plate, one side covered with an opaque substance. I've placed it in the basin. Alright. So let's consult this again. This is... So 1 vitriol and then cyanide. And then wash it. The oil is cooked. And then cyanide. All that remains is to rinse the plate. An image is appearing on the plate. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexander. Oh! Wait, what just happened? That freaked me out. photo. I wasn't expecting that. Oh! Alexander. Is that... That's the dark room. Is there some sort of secret? The light bulb has exploded. Yeah. The image is back in the frame. Good. So, is this room? Or is this a different room? Well, let's see. Maybe it's in the kitchen. Oh! Grandfather clock. I didn't look at that yet. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. That must be the master thing that controls the time in all of the house. Hey, what do you think about this? Alexander, do you recognize the photograph? Take a look. It's you and your old friend Anthony. And there is someone else blurred in the background. Who is the third figure? Does he mean something to you? The bird awaits. Uh-oh. The bird awaits. The bird awaits. A piece of clockwork. A hand. Ah! Pick it up, pick it up! I have a feeling things are gonna get creepy here. I've put the clock hand in its place. I only need to set the clock to the correct time. So, 6. Wait, 6 o'clock. Other way. There we go. Right? Or wait a minute. This one's turned around, so I need to set it to 9 o'clock, right? Or 9:15. Let's see if that does it. No, no. So 3:15. Did that do it? The face of the clock has been turned. So, because it's 6, right? Oh, or did he say 6? Was it 6 or 6:15? Let me double check. The cuckoo clock. Quarter past 6. Quarter past 6. Okay. So 6:15. Got it. So it needs to be set at 3 o'clock then. Okay. Yep. Xylithal! Xylithal! The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is wide open. There was a key inside. Imagine that. It's a small key. I bet it's for the basement. He's having some kind of seizure. He's trembling out of pure horror. Yeah, give him some cyanide. Give him some vitriol. Nope. Alright, so we can go to the cellar now, I'm assuming? Oh, wow, wasn't expecting that. Mold and dust cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. Remains of the Roman mosaic behind this wall. I can't distinguish anything clearly. Ancient statue. Huh. Ooh, where are we at now? A book written in a language unknown to me. There was a scroll annotation in English on one of the margins. This and no other is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at that time to accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theater, and there help us to look behind the curtain that separates the world of men from the land of the truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there, just that. Will the hoopoe allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? Innumerable jars full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. A huge cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Jars and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residues, and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. Is this the room in the... Yep, it totally is. Okay. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with impulsive liquids. A few of them have developed fungi inside. Unlabeled bottles. Okay, what about this? So there's some sort of secret down here for sure. So there's some sort of drug that they used. Keep looking around here. What's this? Fine piece of furniture with several drawers. Inside there's a gardener's shovel. Okay, now we're going places. Okay. There's a coffin. Looks rusted. Okay, let's burn it off with acid. Okay, we're remembering being buried alive. And what's that? The remains of a humanoid body with grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape? It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. There's a paper leaf beside the corpse. Let's take it. The other Alexander, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time Raymundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account, he describes a formula that he calls hoopoe. Yes, like the legendary bird. It closely resembles the theorem with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Guidete ne kia skiat. July 2nd. Was old Mike like a pet monkey or something? That's kind of weird. The skeletal fingers of the creature are clutching a rolled-up canvas. It's a map of the stars. Ooh, Deneb, Vega, Altair. Summer Triangle. It's some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Wow. That's interesting. Oh, that sounds like Alexander! That did. Don't walk slowly. Move with purpose, lad. Alexander? He's gone. What was that? Let's look at the note first. Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as if someone had stripped it off the hook hastily. October 31st, 1991. Oh, it's Halloween. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it has cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexander's snore, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. What's up here? Ooh, what's this? A statue is holding something. It's a lens mounted in a metal ring. There's some strange symbols marked on the surface. Crystal, huh? Can we burn it? No. Look at it through a lamp? No. Wonder where that goes. Well, let's go back to the only other explorable place right now, the creepy lab downstairs. I like the wind sounds kind of going through the house now. What was that? Yeah, that was kind of my reaction. What was that? That didn't sound pleasant. Ah, secret doors open. There's a mountain of compacted snow. Snow? A wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols on it. Odd. Okay, obviously. Okay. Vega. Altair. Hang on. So we had to make it look like that. I'm assuming. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. There's a dark hole in the center of the room. It delves into the depths of the earth far beyond what it can see. But first, let's look around. A narrow window in the ceiling of the vault. The crystal lens fits perfectly. Let's take a look. Oh. Okay. I see. So, several constellations are marked. No, I think this is not the triangle that I'm looking for. Oh, we're looking for the summer triangle. Well, I didn't even know I was looking for a triangle. So, Deneb, Vega, and Altair. So, Deneb, Vega, Altair. Nope. Deneb, Vega, Altair? This one? So, let's see. The middle star, and it's kind of in the... So let's see. Deneb. This one? That one? We're getting closer. It'd be nice if we could just have those two side by side as a comparison of some kind, but let's try this again. Alright, so looking at our constellations. That. This, I think it's this one. And then over here, these are kind of a box, right? And then that's Vega. And then over here, that. Ah! Correct. This is the summer triangle. Alright, so it's... Okay. So it's a... kind of a hashtag on its side, kind of a... looks like a trident, and then a V. There's a small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. The voice again. It comes from the bottom of the pit. Oh. Alexander. Oh, this is the end. Oh, Alexander. A variety of surgical instruments and some jars with chemicals in them. There's a chair in the middle of the room. This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexander? Am I right? The last door. Zal Ethal. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I am waiting for you. Here in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down. Okay, so this is what happened. Yep. Do you think we'll find any clue here about Devitt's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they've overlooked something. What about this room? There is a sealed letter between this table and the wall. It looks like Herr Beechworth never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexander, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Videte ne quiesciat. Oh no! So we opened the door, And the thing's just able to come in whenever it feels like. Whoa. Now we're back in the mists. There's Alexander. The adventure continues in Season 2. Alright. Yeah, 2040 back there. That's nice. Extras. So yeah, there's actually some extra scenarios that we can check out. So let's go ahead and look at these real quick. Since we got about 20 minutes left before we close, so let's see. The Morgue, Death Sentence, Wanderer in the Fog, and Beechworth's Wake. Let's see what this looks like. The Morgue. Is this the guy who knocked him out? Here I have the police and medical report. The latter is still blank. According to the police, the deceased's name is Father Ernest Glenn. The man immolated himself. Oh, okay. I have not finished here yet. Oh, okay. We got some tools. There must be something wrong with the water pressure valve. An anatomical model built of actual human bones. The sky is cloudy outside. Alright. Let's take off. We'll see if the police report's right. Good lord, what a mess. Let's cut in. I'm not sure if I need to cut at all. Skin is all scorched. Cause of death is probably shock caused by the sudden burns. A horrible way of passing. What could lead a man of God to commit such an act? All that remains is to file the medical report so he can receive the proper treatment a fine gentleman deserves. Ho ho! Okay, file the report. What's... This case still puzzles me. If he wanted to commit suicide, why did he do it in such a painful manner? Was he drugged or intoxicated? I should check his stomach for signs of poisoning. I need to cut his chest open. Eee. Alright, the stomach looks fine on the outside. Now I should cut it open to check the instrument. Scissors. I will need a sharper blade. A pincer. First I need to... Oh, okay, scalpel. Oh, that's not a nice sound. What is this? There's something strange in here. It looks like a piece of paper. Oh, pincers. It's a note. Ernest Glenn, Jeremiah Devitt, Alexander D., and then Hugo Ashworth. A crumpled note with 4 names, one of them crossed out. I think I should inform the inspector immediately. That's interesting, isn't it? Death sentence. Francis Baldwin. After being certified of your guilt by a peer jury, we find you guilty of the wicked and violent murder of 14 innocent and sick people. Because of this sentence, I am hereby authorized to execute you this very moment by hanging to death in the sight of God. Would you like to make a final statement before we proceed? Oh, wow. Why would you say that I am mad? You should have seen how mercifully I proceeded, with what love. I saved them, I released them, now they're in a better place. Do you still believe I am mad? Ah, so that's what became of Baldwin. Gotcha. Wanderer in the Fog. She is the only survivor. What happened to the others? They are all dead. I would like to talk to her. She only spoken nonsense since she woke up. Now, who's this? A number of remedies in china and glass jars. Miss Parnell was staring meditatively at a small plant. Catholic monastery. Good afternoon. My name is Johann Kaufmann. I am a doctor. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Please be careful what you ask. Miss Parnell's state is delicate. I am perfectly fine and able to talk, sister. Thanks for your consideration. Now, doctor, I understand you want me to repeat my story. I would be thankful to hear it, indeed. I'll stay outside if you need me. I am a sane woman, doctor, in complete control of my mind and reason. You do not dare to question it. I certainly wouldn't. Then I will commence. I woke up in the dark. The room was small, so narrow that I could touch the wooden walls just by raising my elbows. Could you recognize the place? I couldn't tell at first. For a moment, a most dreadful thought crossed my mind. What if I had been buried alive? When I got out, I found myself in my parents' house. I hadn't been there since they sent me to school. Were your parents there? Did you see anyone there? Your parents or maybe someone you know? No, they were not in the house, nor was any servant I had known in the years of my childhood. I was alone. I could feel the humid air on my skin and could smell the scent of the long time abandoned. I walked the rooms, unsettled by the silence, the place had the bleak feel of a ruin. Then I saw someone. On the opposite end of the corridor, an old woman stared at me. Who was she? An old woman? Who was she? How should I know? I hadn't seen her before. I followed her out through the back alley and into the streets. I got lost in the burg of Aberdeen. The streets were deserted and a thick fog covered everything. I thought I'd seen the old woman through the fog once or twice, but they could have just been shadows. Wait a minute. This is oddly like Devitt's experience, wouldn't you think? Didn't you see anyone? Or... So the city was empty? No, not completely. I met some people, vagabonds. One of them was a priest. I remember a novelist and a boy, too. Tell me about the priest. This priest, where'd you meet him? I met him in a stable. Good Lord, he said mass there, among the beasts. Could you imagine the profanity? Tell me more about the novelist. The woman had never written a word. She created only in her mind, you know. She could tell the story sentence by sentence with perfect precision. I can even hear a piece of her last work. Do you remember anything about the novelist's work? Yes, the piece she told me was something like, "The shadows of the past soon melted within the land that loves silence. Through the fog they walked, found themselves lost. Hoping for a sign from their gods, they set camp on the beach where 30 birds awaited to meet their crowned." So the boy, what about him? I came across an abandoned carriage. The horse was long dead, its bones still harnessed to the cart. There was a young man petting the carcass of the animal. Could you talk to this young man? He was deaf, but I think he could read my lips. When he spoke, he did with a clear accent. He said he could only listen to the songs of the departed. What happened then? As I walked, the fog got denser. I could barely see anything around. I finally met the old woman. She didn't say a thing, but gave me a cardboard card. Then she left. She gave you a playing card? It was one of those used to tell fortune. There was a drawing on it of a veiled person holding a lamp. Then the mist seemed to clear out and I could finally see. What could you see? A barren land bathed by roaring waves. There were thousands of birds, and then I realized there was something else. What was it? It was there. It looked at me, the burning dark inside, the shaking, the scream, that vision that I cannot understand. What is it, Doctor? Have I finally lost my strength of mind? I believe you. I am sure that what you lived was real. But I am afraid that I currently lack any proof that could confirm your account. I am sorry. I should leave. Thank you for your time. Wait, Doctor, I have something else to say. When I first woke up, there was something else beside me. Would this be enough proof? What is it? It looks like a tarot card. Oh. The fortune teller. Beechworth's Wake. There we go. He does not look dead, but just asleep. I barely knew him, busy as he was traveling the world. would be of man with no aspiration for the other side to aspire or lead him? I knew it would come to this. Your father was a terrible mess of a man. I'm only grateful that he brought you to our home. Soon enough, not long after you were born, I hold no doubt that you will learn from his bad example and grow up to be the righteous gentleman. What could there be greater than the efforts of mortals to rise from their miserable condition? So wait, is this Beechworth's son? He doesn't look dead, but just asleep. I barely knew him, busy as he was traveling the world. Oh. We will speak later, young man. We're busy. This is so sad. He was most dear to me. You know, your father was a complicated man. He had a strong character and was stubborn as a mule when he had taken a determination. He believed he had a mission in this world, though I'm not sure he knew exactly what it was. That which avoid description, the unknown, provides men with a reason to exist. Why did he do this? Alright, can we talk to these guys now? This is an obscure domain, its secrets taken by man from the silence of nature and death. You were the young Beechworth, is that right? Your father left you everything, Anthony, the house, his accounts, and all of his belongings for you to receive when you come of age. He was very specific in his testament, though, that you should receive this promptly, his personal book log. These are the memoirs of my life, my research and knowledge of the other side. The other side. Use them wisely, son. Uh-oh. That's ominous. Huh. Well, I think this is a good time to wrap up, and then we can start Season 2 of The Last Door next time. This has been quite interesting so far. Thanks, everybody, for playing along. Alright, talk to you later.